flip-flops in a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators offense will go to work first. The last time these two met, it was all Bayou Bengals as they sort of took the fight out of the Gators.
And that was a game that LSU got out ahead early, and they never looked back. When this team starts to feel themselves and things start going their way, it is like a snowball that just keeps growing and growing and growing. When they're playing confidently, they're a very, very difficult team to beat, and they want to jump out to a quick start again against the Gators.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bond. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Looking left. It's caught. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a deep...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Marshall. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Caught close to the marker. It's Bond. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bond.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. The quick out. Plows through the defense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominated. Trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking for a big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And the big deflection on third down. Fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weaver. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Weaver. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Offense lining up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying.
And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weaver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and then hopefully move the football.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Tackled immediately after the catch.
This This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting... Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
That's caught. It's Weaver. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gators decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He caught it. Touchdown LSU. And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Flips it out to the back. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds on its 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Ripping through the defense. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
LSU 37, Florida 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the air, it's Marshall. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American.
Number 17, set to kick off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got his man in the middle.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be...
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Bond. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gators will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Offense working from the pistol. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football,
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them.